said like that like we were going to go to a commercial or something, but I just didn't want people to go anywhere because our intros are so cool. Here it is.
F United Soccer.
Such as that one. There's soccer. Must enjoy playing soccer. And over on the right side of the map, like having makeup put on my face while I'm trying to say
MVP
this.
Genius.
That was. Oh, it's your turn, Wolf. That was actually like one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me. Oh, look at that. Oh. I saw a point pointed at me. Got a little bit more on my forehead.
We're having makeup applied as we cast this tournament. Okay, so
I can't cast this.
That's okay. We didn't really see anything.
Pretty, but this is too much.
We're gonna see the 12 gates go down now. Everything is starting to happen. You guys didn't miss much. Well, Doa and I were getting pretty new faces.
That was a new experience. I gotta tell you, I was over on this side of the map. I'm like licking this makeup pad.
It was really funny. Yeah, and then he didn't see like it came out of the corner of his eyes, like in the mid-sense. He was like on the right side of them. It was like makeup on my face. Makeup on my face.
Someone comes up with a pillow and tries to smother me. We hate your casting.
Okay, so
man.
all right,
Good
guys.
thing this is PvP and nothing happens in like the first couple minutes.
Well, after the first few minutes, you can tell what's going to happen, and this is actually really intense. Guys, remember, if Genius loses this, it's over. MVP loses, and F United wins their first game against the team who's currently in second. A huge upset. Now, Cybernetics Core is going down about the exact same time. Of course, Genius a little bit ahead on that. That's pretty important to note. Now, we're going to have to see. I don't think these guys are going to 4-gate on this map. It's entirely possible. It's something they'll have to take into consideration. This map is, the rush distance is medium, but there's a regular ramp, and people have figured out how to force field it nicely. They know the timings now, so 4-gate's not as popular as it used to be. But Genius's core finishing up a little bit earlier here. He has 66 next energy. So is his opponent. They're both doing the exact same build so far until Genius takes a second gas and shows it to his opponent.
Interesting. But will he mine from it, though? That's the thing. Some players, you know, they take that second gas and they wait for the probe to leave, and they pull the guys from gas.
Interestingly, also chrono boosted his gateway to get that stalker out a little bit faster.
Yeah. Nope. Run probe.
Run probe, run.
Run probe, run.
Ooh, second gas was shown by Soccer to Genius, but then he was canceled at the last second.
Very nice.
Soccer is going to be 4-gating here.
And is Genius mining from that second gas? He is!
Yeah, he is going to be in trouble here. In fact, he's chrono boosting out Stalker. He's not going to have a sentry. He's going for Blink. Twilight Council has been planted. Could be Dark Shrine as well, which could change things quite drastically. It all depends on how long Genius can hold here.
Yeah.
Probe sees the first Stalker and Zealot coming, but does not, however, see the first Probe coming with this, so he doesn't really know what's going on. He expects his opponent to be teching, but that's not the case. Doa.
No, it's not, Wolf. Could we see the end of MVP with this? This would be their first loss. He killed the Scanopy! No! Oh, and he killed the Probe! No, that's more important. Oh, wow, look at that.
That could be game-ending.
Yeah.
Losing that pylon is so huge. Genius holding on here, targeting down that Zealot. Zealot's not going to make it home. Genius adding more gates here, and it looks like we are going to see a Dark Shrine. Oh, man. It looks like Soccer's going to make a Nexus. He's not making a Robo.
What?
And Blink has started. Okay, so he waited a long time, then got Blink.
Wow.
I was like, oh, he's saving up the gas. He's going to do his Dark Shrine. No, he's going to Blink. But even so, against a Nexus, Blink is quite devastating.
Not like what that I said was totally honest, too. I wasn't just saying that to be dramatic. My drink was actually covering the minimap on my side, so I didn't know. It's like, what? Yeah, so Nexus is actually, like, probably the worst idea in this particular situation.
Well, if he thinks that Genius is freaked out, made a bunch of sentries, and he's going to play passively, then it's the right choice. But in this case, Genius is going for a very offensive tactic. He's getting Blink, and when he goes out and moves a Blink with extra Stalkers than his opponent doesn't even have a Robo, doesn't even have any Immortals. Do you know what that's going to be like?
It's going to be pretty bad.
It's going to be pretty one-sided.
That's right.
And Genius actually is going to put a forward pile up here. He's going to see this Nexus, and he is going to be so excited.
Yeah. He's
more excited than someone on a Friday night.
More excited than someone on a Friday morning if you're Rebecca Black.
Yeah. I hadn't considered that.
Yeah. Well, most people don't really need to. I don't know why I do.
All right, well, right now, let me give you guys some numbers. 7 Stalkers for Genius to 5 of Stalker, but those Stalkers of Genius have Blink, and he's going to catch the Stalkers over here. Blinking offensive Blink! Takes down some of these Stalkers. Even the Zealot getting involved.
He wishes he could blink, but it doesn't matter. He was close enough to hit them anyway. And right now, Soccer is in a lot of trouble.
Look at that pylon on top of the Nexus. Practically another offensive Blink. Targets down the sentries.
Yep.
Stalker's at the front flanking, though. Genius has to retreat.
Yeah, he's going to need to play this carefully. His pylon does finish, but he's not going to be able to warp anything in with it. Where's this probe? Did he lose his second probe as well?
He lost his probe, but he still has another pylon that's relatively close. Right now, Stalker count 11 to 8. That's very important, especially because the Stalkers of 11 have Blink.
Yeah, that is huge. That makes them worth like double the Stalkers. Nice Blink micro from MVP Genius.
Oh, man, this is looking really bad for Stalker. Genius doing a lot of damage here.
Stalkers are getting a little bit low for Genius, but he has so many more of them that
Might offensive Blink here. Targeting down that last Stalker. And this is looking pretty good for Genius. Blinking the weakened Stalkers back. 3 more joining in here. The Immortal is out, but it doesn't matter. Being targeted. Immortal goes down, and this is looking really bad. Looks like Genius is going to tie this series up.
MVP Genius has this no problem. Wow.
GG ties it up 3-3.
We have got ourselves a match, Wolf. I can't believe that Soccer lost that probe early on. That 4-gate would have worked really, really well. Lost the probe right away. Man.
Genius coming back to MVP. They give him high fives. This is down to the wire. And you're right. If that 4-gate had gone off, Genius might have been a dead man right now. He might not have been getting high fives. He might have been sulking in his booth.
I think so. It's hat time, Wolf. Who's going to get the hat?
Look at this guy on the back getting the hat. Oh, that guy's like, oh, I thought he was giving it to me. Oh, I want a hat too.
Who was it? I don't know. We've got actually some fans from Belgium here today.
Well, here's what happens next, all right? Well, what happens next is Juan goes like, he takes his hands in the air and he goes like this and he talks to Genius.
Yep.
And Genius knows exactly what to do next.
That's right. They have like, it's like in baseball, you know, they have like the sign language, like when to steal a base and everything. Coach is just like
doing all this stuff and like going like this. That's actually football, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, all right, so next up, who's it going to be? We've got Lin, Moon, or Naniwa.
I want to see Naniwa. I don't care what they think. I want to see Naniwa come out.
I
don't think
Naniwa
we're going to.
Naniwa would be a good choice, but we just saw how good Genius's PvP was. It's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Do we want to play a macro game against Genius, who's played a few games, is getting a little bit more tired? Is that what they want to do? Who plays a better macro game, Lin or Moon? They're both War 3 players. Naniwa's a War 3 player. What's going to happen? Who is it going to be? Are they going to PvP it again?
Which War 3 player is it going to be? One that used to play or one that still plays right now?
Naniwa!
Oh, it is!
The closer here.
Yep.
Going to take it to a final PvP, and Naniwa is shown in clutch situations with PvP. You know, we saw him in the Home Story Cup take on MC, one of the best PvPers in the world. He was able to do that. Can he take out Genius?
Well, we saw him at MLG Dallas, took out Kiwikaki. So, yeah, he's pretty good at PvP. Plays for the team Dignitas, but here he's playing for Fox United. And he didn't win his Code match, but that's okay. Naniwa is one of those guys, like, we say this about everybody, but this guy right here is actually here just to improve. He really, I mean, he wants to win the GSL, but he's largely here just to get better at StarCraft 2. That's his main goal. Getting to play in the Team League is kind of like icing on the cake for this guy.
Yeah, it's just one of those experiences he's going to get being in the booth in the GSL. He's been in a lot of booths in his time.
Yep.
But this is a good experience to get as well in a Team League situation. The map he has chosen is Crossfire.
Oh. Well, it's a good 4-gate map.
This is a decent 4-gate map, yeah. The things go crazy in the late game in PvP if that ever happens on this map because Colossi do so well, but also you have to be very aware of Void Ray transitions. So this map could be very interesting. Genius looks very stressed. I mean, he's already played 2 games. He's got to win this last one.
Yeah. Well, I get this feeling that PvP is not Genius's best matchup. I kind of feel like it's not. He's done okay in the past, but I don't know, he does look a little bit worried. He might just be worried too to face a foreigner with someone who's got a style that he may not be too familiar with. But here we go. We're gonna get started pretty soon here. And Naniwa, you know, if you watch him play, he's actually a left-handed player.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's got his keyboard like all the way slid over.
Kind of funny. I'm left-handed, but only for eating and chopsticks. I'm not as cool as Naniwa. I don't play StarCraft left-handed.
You're ambidextrous.
I said only eating and chopsticks. I meant only eating and writing. Because chopsticks are all I eat with. I haven't used a fork in like...
Use a fork and a spoon in your right hand.
I haven't eaten with a fork in like 3 months.
It's very efficient that way, I guess. But, you know, you get a lot more down your throat. I don't know, whatever. So it's going to be Crossfire. I'm just like watch you now and see what hand you eat with.
Well, I think this is going to be pretty intense, man. The countdown has started. Only one team can win. Who's going to take the last game in a Protoss versus Protoss? Naniwa versus Genius. Here at the GSTL, I am Wolf. With me is Doa. Only one will win. Naniwa. Genius. Crossfire.
Jupiter.